Well, Dom, here we are then going into an international break really for Leeds United. 7 games of the season has gone. 1 defeat for Brian McDermott's side. What have you made to the start overall?
Decent start. I think we all know there's still work to be done. I think the QPR game at the weekend was going to be a bit of a marker for us all, because I think, like I said at the start, I think they will be the team to get above, to get promoted. I think Harry Redknapp and his experience and the team he has with him, and the way he can bring players into a club, and they have got a bit more money as well. I think Saturday was a game, they weren't brilliant, we weren't brilliant, but they just edged it, I thought, when they made their changes on their bench was slightly stronger to what ours, and I think, it's important that we do try and add to our squad.
A little bit harsh the result though, I suppose. Neither side really did enough to sort of win that game.
No, I thought, to be honest, both teams were poor really. It was a big game on TV, a lot of expectations, and sometimes when games are like that you do get a poor game, but it was really, both teams couldn't keep the ball. But like I said, I think QPR just got behind us a few more times than we got in behind them. I don't remember it was really causing them too many problems. But like you say, as watching as a fan, it was, you might have come away from the game thinking, we didn't deserve to get beat, but I don't think we deserved to win either.
People were saying before the game it would be a kind of marker for Leeds this season, coming up against a squad like that. So what did it tell you?
It told us there's still a lot of work to be done. A lot of work to be done on the training ground, about people and players and fitnesses, I think at times, but it's still early doors, but still at times I thought we looked a bit leggy. And I think, it's like I say, it's early doors, but it was a marker, as in that QPR, I don't think they'll lose too many games this season. They'll be hard to beat. I mean, they had England internationals on the bench, so I think for us we need to, I think we don't go away too disappointed. We've only lost 1 game, all season so far. So in that respect, we haven't done too bad.
Leeds are 10th going into this international break. I know we don't need to look at the league table even just yet, but it's probably about right, isn't it? I mean, all the league games in particular, Dom, have been very close. Yeah,
they have. I mean, in this league, I've played in this league before myself. It's, most games are like that. It's not very often you win 5 or 6 or 4 or 5. But I still think, coming to Ellen Road, teams should fear coming here. It should be very difficult for teams to come here and play. I still think at times it's a little bit easy for them. Whether the players are feeling a little bit of pressure here, because the big crowd and the fans. But for me, you should relish that as a player. I think sometimes some of our players need to step up to the mark on a game at Ellen Road.
Yeah, 3 home games. Leeds have won 1, lost 1 and drawn 1. That's not really going to be the kind of form that's going to get you promoted, is it?
No, most definitely. I said to you, I always say to you at the start of seasons, if Leeds need to make this a fortress, they need to make it difficult for teams to come and play. I think teams are coming here and getting too much, and I think we're giving them a little bit too much time on the ball, a bit too much respect.
But away from home, a good point at Leicester and a victory at Ipswich, that hasn't been too bad, has it?
Yeah, I think it suits us the way we're set up to play away from home. We're good on the break. When we have played away this season, don't get me wrong, there've been times at Ipswich, we could have been 2 or 3 down early on, but we've come back strong after that and won the game comfortably in the end. But I still think I don't worry about away from home. I think I've always said it here, with the added pressure of winning, being the home team, that we've struggled a little bit. I think as players, we need to sort that out.
Is it also about the team showing the fans a little bit more here at Ellen Road, and in terms of that, I mean, sort of creating chances, really getting the fans on the edge of their seat?
You know as well as I do. I don't think we create that many chances. We don't hurt teams as much as I'd like. Getting in behind teams, players running from the midfield, midfield runners beyond the strikers. I don't think we've done that too well this season. I think some players have to gamble a little bit and run them extra yards, get into the box, and like you say, create more chances.
What have you made to the system that Brian McDermott's employed? He's put a system together that gets the best out of the players really on the pitch.
I mean, I think he's had to play with the players he's got, and the system probably suits the players we've got. We all know the team we'd like some pace down the flanks and get more crosses into the box and create more chances. But he's had to go with what he's got really. I know Brian McDermott is usually 4-4-2 when I watch his teams at Reading and stuff, and that's the way he likes to play. And I'm sure if he had the right players in, that's the way he would go.
One of the positives has got to be defensively, Dom, because there aren't many teams in the Championship that have conceded more goals than Leeds, and that's got to be a big tick.
And I've been one of the biggest critics over the last couple of years. I think the defenders have defended so well this season. I think Pearce as well, for me, he's started the season very well. And he came in for a bit of criticism at times over the last couple of years, and I thought he started really well this year. He's really been on his game, headed everything, defended well, and there's competition there now with obviously Tom Lees and Wootton going for maybe that role alongside Pearce.
Yeah, I suppose a bit of a shake-up and a wake-up for Tom Lees, isn't it?
I mean, it is, and obviously Tom's done nothing wrong. He's had a fantastic start to his career, but that little bit of competition at an early age can be good for you.
And maybe just looking for a few more clean sheets, though. I mean, 1 at the start of the season, despite them playing well defensively, he's probably not up to scratch either, is he?
No, well, if you get a clean sheet, you don't lose, and that's always the marker. And I think as a player, as a defender, as a team, you go out not to concede goals, and I think we do need a few more clean sheets under our belt.
And going forward, there's been quite a bit of rotation up front. Well, certainly for who partners Luke Varney in attack. What have you made to the strikers' contributions this season?
I think they've all worked very tough. It's been hard roles for them at times because they're kind of doing a lot of running. When you're up there on your own at times and players are kind of playing that three, it's a difficult role sometimes. I think sometimes people have to get up to support more, and I think it's been difficult for the strikers. And to be fair to them, they haven't had that many chances. We haven't had a lot of service into them chance-wise, but it's something we've got to work on. Work on in training, work on partnerships, work on players playing together, and try and get more chances for the strikers to even miss. You have to be there to miss them and score them.
Yeah, strikers in the system, they do have to do a lot of work. I mean, we see them out wide quite a bit now. And
sometimes when you're doing all your work out wide, or you're chasing defenders because it's 1v2, sometimes you've got to just stop chasing people around, fall back into a good position, get your energy levels back again, and when you get an opportunity, you go for it.